first time I stepped onto the UC Berkeley campus in the fall of 1964, I felt like I was walking into the center of a storm, one that didn't destroy but awakened. The air was electric with debate. The sidewalks buzzed with urgency. The bulletin boards were overgrown with flyers, debates about civil rights, anti-war petitions, philosophical rants typed and photocopied on thin paper that flapped in the wind like tiny manifestos. The free speech movement had officially peaked the year before, but its spirit still lingered in every open mic and sit-in. Spal Plaza became my unofficial classroom. It was where I learned that silence was not the same as peace, and that noise could be necessary. I was 19, a freshman, and determined to prove myself. My chosen majors, history and economics, surprised people. That's a strange combination, one advisor had said, but it wasn't strange to me. History helped me understand the past that shaped me. Economics helped me understand the systems I was now navigating, the unspoken rules behind class, opportunity, and survival. My days followed a rhythm. Mornings in Wheeler Hall, where we dissected revolutions, treaties, and trade policies. Afternoons in Doe Library, my nose deep in Marx 1 hour and Friedman the next. Evenings typing papers in my tiny dorm room, the click of the typewriter interrupted only by the sounds from outside. Drum circles, megaphones, chants against the Vietnam War. Sometimes I paused to listen, forehead pressed to the cool window pane, wondering which voices would define our generation. But something deeper than academic curiosity was stirring inside me. I had always been good at observing, at adapting. But Berkeley didn't just ask you to observe, it dared you to speak, to claim space, to challenge assumptions. And I began to realize that I had more than questions. I had a voice that was quietly, insistently rising. It started with small steps. I attended a meeting for the newly formed Asian American student group. I sat in the back, not expecting to say much, but someone spoke about invisibility, about always being seen as the quiet ones, the model minority, the ones who didn't cause trouble. My hand moved on its own. I think we've confused being tolerated with being accepted, I said. Heads turned. It was the first time I heard my voice in a room that large, and it didn't waver. That group became my second one. We debated our hyphenated identities. Asian American, Chinese American, forever dashed, forever split. We talked about language loss, assimilation, discrimination dressed up as admiration. We spoke about our parents. They gave up, what we were afraid of losing, and whether we were allowed to be angry. I began to understand that I wasn't alone. My questions belonged to a generation raised in the shadows of war and inflation. And slowly, I began to bring both names with me, Hoi Lam and Ellen, into every room, every lecture, every protest. Not as a contradiction, but as a whole person. Not as someone caught between two worlds, but someone determined to exist in both. College wasn't just where I learned facts, it was where I learned to think, to push, to claim. Where I realized that my parents' silence had been a form of survival, and that my voice could be a form of honor. That year, 1965, marked the beginning of many things, for the country, for my community, and for me.